So this is the Halo Wars 2 Blitz beta. This is just going to be a commentary over some gameplay, saying what I think that they accomplished with this beta, what I think that they should change, and how I think it stacks up to Halo Wars 1. Just a little disclaimer, this is not some good gameplay. On my part. Go! So the way that Blitz works is you have these decks and it's more of a control point objective based game. You have to control at least 2 objectives to start earning points, or you have to control more objectives than your opponents control. So in the beginning you can get off with just 1, but most of the time you're going to have 2. Now, you can play this game in many different ways. You can build all on the capture point, or you can build on ledges with longer ranged units such as locusts or snipers, and they help out tremendously. Except whenever they decide to counter that and completely mess up your entire army. Now, what the energy is if you see in the bottom right hand corner the nuclear icon, that is the energy. You use the energy to play cards. You can see at the top of each card it has a number, and that's how much energy needed to summon it. To increase the amount of energy that you gain per tick, then you have to collect the energy cores that spawn around the map, that spawn in intervals of, I believe, 1 minute. Now, this type of game mode is very interesting because it's not been used before in any of the Halo Wars or any game that I can think of off the top of my head in any kind of strategy game. But the good and bad thing about it is it's not Halo Wars. I completely came into the Blitz beta thinking that it was going to be more like Halo Wars than anything else because, you know, it's Halo Wars, but it's not. And I was very disappointed about that. I really wanted to create my own base, summon my own units, but in here it makes it a lot more complicated to figure out what's going to be in the actual game, because you have the powers, and like the power all the way to the left in my hand is called Summon Scarab or Spawn Scarab, and it's very useful, but it's only a temporary thing. It's a limited time. So it seems like, why would you make, like, would you be able to make scarabs in the actual game mode whenever it's not gonna be there for a good amount of time, or is it just gonna be a power? Now, this, if you've ever played the Blitz beta, or if you're going to play the Blitz beta, this is one of the strong metas right now, is get like locusts, snipers, and bristlebacks, and put them where I just put that, in between B and C, because they're on a higher ground, so they can pretty much take anybody that sits on B or C, and they can't see you, so they can't attack you. You don't get to see that because my teammate was heavily carrying me throughout this, and we just demolished them. There are also different things, like there's 3 banished leaders that you can play from, and there's 3 UNSC people that you can play from, and each of them have their own heroes, so there's always that. But in all fairness, I'm really happy about the Blitz beta, and I'm really happy that Halo Wars decided to come out with something like this.